So I just walked directly across from where I left and marked that Toyota. The down crew, they're hustling. Came up and already heading down. Of course, the Dollar Up Down crew is just in a small van. It's not that many people, but they're working it. They're getting it done. It's a little less chaotic here than it was last time I was here. With the dollar returns, by the way. And yeah, I just grabbed the one in the back of the second line. I'm still leaving 2 and quite a few in the first line. This is a F-stop, so it's a 6:58 on my clock. Ooh, here comes somebody coming in. Let's see who that was. But yeah, at this point, I still need to be trying to bring them as many F-stop PM vehicles as I can, because it's not quite 7, and they generally keep pulling those until about 7:30. And there's obviously somebody pretty actively working on them. All right, the vehicle that's sitting in the spot that's not a spot, the headlights just shut off. So somebody apparently got in it, started up, shut it off, and then got out of it. Somebody was trying to figure out what to do with it, and I just saw the headlights auto shut off. I was hoping somebody was going to move it. That's not a spot where a car's supposed to be. I got bigger fish to fry, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm just trying to keep up with all the damn cars at Dollar. And at this point, I haven't checked the cars at Hertz in a while. I think that's my art. Oh, no. I'm thinking that was actually, I just want to call him Poindexter. Only got one car sitting in my Hertz maintenance line, but I'm sure that's because nobody's making the effort to pull them from the piles of Hertz returns and put them against the wall. What the hell was that? That was the keys sliding across the dashboard. Just put them in the customer where they belong. I mean, the dashboard's not a bad place for them. Certainly better than being locked in the car or in the pocket of the person who last rented them as they're on a plane heading out of state. Sheldon. Just want to call him Poindexter. Sheldon. That was definitely Sheldon coming across with a Mercedes electric car, probably heading to the Chargers with it. I didn't count the cars, didn't scrutinize the cars, just this one fit the bill of what I needed, and it was real close, so I just hopped in it and kept going. 3 cars sitting in the orange line, so at least they're not out of cars. That's the important thing. But yeah, trying to not to run out. So, got all the kickouts done in glass. Somebody did some of them for me. I only got one orange hat left after this. I bet nobody's going to put any out for me. I don't see too many people bother to do that. In fact, the only person I've ever really noticed makes a conscious effort to do that is Esther. I don't see her very often, which is kind of a good thing. That woman and I just clash. This one's got all the messages on the dashboard in Spanish. Rango de combustible. It looks like it's trying to say something in Spanish that I can't pronounce, and I don't know those words to let me know that there's only 767 kilometers left until it's out of gas. Oh, not only they have it in Spanish, they have it in kilometers. That's awesome. Oh, and there's a baby seat in here. As much as I should be working on other stuff, the woman who does the baby seats is an absolute sweetheart, and she told me she's had a problem with the shop cutting the restraints on the baby seats, because these restraints are difficult to undo. They really are. I'm getting better at it. Oh, come on. Oh, they're such a bitch to undo. Holy shit. Don't get me wrong, I totally get why the mechanics just say fuck this shit and cut them with knives. But I also get why that's extremely frustrating to the woman who handles and cleans the baby seats. God, this one. I can't seem to get it undone. Got it. Yeah, these modern child seat restraints are difficult. Oh, Jesus, we got another one up in here. Fuck these restraints. And I never needed anything more in my child safety seats than put the damn seatbelt through it. My kids never had any problems in them. Grr. Cell phone's riding in the baby seat too. Has a logo that says side impact protection. Oh, that's good to know. Let's flip that down. Oh man. It's trying to get the baby seat out of here. The gal who does the baby seats asked me to try to grab them for her. Yeah, I got it. Okay. These things are a bitch to undo.
Yeah, I got 2 kids, bro. Fucking, they're pain in the fucking ass.
Man, when my kids were this age, they didn't have those weird hook things. You just ran the seatbelt through it and clicked it in.
Yeah, fucking, they got these fucking anchors.
Yeah, it took me a minute to get that one undone because it's hard to loosen that once it's tightened.
Yeah, and sometimes they got it fucking buried in the back seat, like.
Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't buried in it, but it was like right behind the headrest. So I'm trying to reach under the headrest. But no, the gal who does these over there, she'd ask me if when I bring them down, if I could pull them and bring them to her, just because she said that some of the mechanics have been just saying fuck this noise and just cutting the straps. That's what she said. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying, but just to be fair, if I was a mechanic and I'm trying to service the goddamn fucking whatever on the car and I can't get this stupid thing out, I'd be kind of, especially if I got to get back there or something. I don't know. It seemed kind of weird. Yeah. It seemed weird to me, and maybe a customer did it, but anyway, I've been trying to grab them for her just to help her out.
That's not good.
I got a couple more f-stops coming down to you. That SUV I left over there too because I had to get some glass kickouts. Well, I'm glad he's confident that nobody in there has ever done that, but I can totally see it happening. It's not too far of a walk from where I was at the front of the PM line to, and he just was taking that car from me, by the way, and somebody else grabbed the one in front of it. So now I think there's only 1, maybe 2 vehicles left in the PM line, so I need to get my ass back up to $1 and get another one of those ones down. But I see the truck. I'm not sure if she's working, but there's the truck. If not, I'm just going to leave this by the door for her. Damn, my sideburns are starting to look like Grandpa Munster. Whoa, that's a rock. So I didn't see the lady who does the car seats. I see the trucks she drives. I didn't see her. I just left the car seat sitting by itself to the left of the door. I'm not even sure she's working tonight, but it seems like a good place for it. It's out of the way. When she sees it, she should have no problem finding and figuring out what to do with it. All right, Ford Edge, 31,000 miles in it. That's a good car for $1. Did it not start? Okay, it started. I guess it didn't start. I didn't hit the button long enough or something. I saw a check engine light come on. I'm like, no, I don't need to put this in the pink line. I need something I can take up to $1. So this one is actually, this is not where, I've never pulled cars from here, ever. This feels really weird. I mean, I know I'm doing the right thing. It just feels weird doing it like this. But yeah, so the area where the car seats are worked on is in the middle of the car wash before you get to, because the car wash kind of comes out and then it's like L-shaped and there's some rooms in the middle. That's where she is. And then directly, whoops, directly south. Oh man, this fan is bugging me. Stop. Directly south of there is where the fleet area is, but right now that particular fleet area is being used for dirties. At least it was being used for dirties. And yeah, so even though dirties are not normally there, dirties are there right now. This is a dirty. It's the closest thing to me that's obviously headed to dollar. Ford Edge with 31,000 on it. Keep punching at my dollar. Wow, there are a lot of Hertz returns right now. Those cars were definitely left behind by the glass chip people, windshield chip people. Wow. I just saw what looked like another renter. It looks like they're in the process of taking a car from cars that are lined up in the road. Yeah, I'm not going to talk to them. They can figure that out. They're going to be able to check it out when they get to the booth, or they're not. It's a possibility they will. Who knows? I'm already past them. I know they're not supposed to take them from there, though, damn it. Alright, going through the gate right now. Holy shit, they're starting a third line for maintenance cars. I made good time getting back up here, too. I mean, I did spend a little extra time working on the car seat. But I still think that's a worthwhile effort. But, I mean, why would she lie about people cutting those straps? Why would she lie about that? Car seat lady. As much as I just want to make that one car that's causing a third row to go away, I know what the shop needs more than anything right now is f-stops. So I'm going to just go to the first f-stop that I can easily get out. Well, I'm going to count this as a win. The one car that was sitting on itself in the third row is an f-stop. So take care of that. There shouldn't be a third row here problem. And the shop needs a car in the PMS line at the same time. The fan can stop. I'm not sure how many cars I have here, and I ain't got time to count them. Too damn many. Gotta keep moving. Okay, lights are on auto. Sunday, December 3rd, 7:13 p.m. I like how it's so plainly displayed on the screen of this. I believe it's a Hyundai Santa Fe. Could be a Hyundai Tucson. Those are very similar to me. It's a mid-size SUV. Well, what's now considered a mid-size SUV. Back in the day, this would have been probably a full-size SUV. Connect and play last media source. No, that's not what I want. I want radio. All right, there's a button for radio. HD radio is enabled. .92.5 is going to static as a preset. That's no good. Remove that as a preset and get on KWSS HD. Wait, what?
Just go to big945phoenix.com.
Discover exceptional.
Duran Duran is coming to town?
World at AJ's Fine Foods.
I never got to see Duran Duran.
The holiday gift they really wanted.
I got a concert video of theirs. It's kind of a combination concert video and documentary, but on Betamax. Really good. Of course, it doesn't have as much rewatch value for me because it's not just a straight concert. Hit the HD2 button. Boingo. Nice. Last night in my sleep. lot of blue lights over at the Hertz Car Wash charger bank, but I don't know that anybody's paying attention to those at the moment. I was trying to see if that Model Y is still there, but I went by so quick I didn't see it. Somebody else has been pulling cars out of the gatekeeper. Fuck. Fucking seat is wet. Hope I'm not sitting in somebody's fucking piss. Gross. There's no smell to it. It's probably just spilled water, but still gross. I'll move the seat all the way to the back. I'll put my ass back in the wet spot. Laying the seat all the way forward. I'm just gonna sit on the end of it. Gross. Some people just got no fucking home training. Big white SUV still sitting here where I put it in the back of the PM line, and there's one sitting in the second lane. The PM line getting ignored. I think that's a Bolt. No, it's a Jeep Compass. Maybe those are a pain in the ass to do the oil changes on. I know sometimes the guys that do PMs will avoid a certain car because it's a pain in the ass to work on. Me out. Now this wet fucking seat piece of shit. I just sat down in just a nice pen. Look at that. Woo. Keeping that. Well, at least I'm trying to keep that. Maybe I just threw it under the seat. Come on, I want the pen. Okay, I did throw it under the seat, but I was able to get it. I want the pen. It's a nice pen. Oh, this is a Ford Fusion. That just screams dollar. I'm not sure how many years since they quit making those. I don't think they make those anymore. Why is the light on? Maybe because I haven't started it yet. 61,000 miles. Yeah, this just screamed dollar car. I don't think they make the Ford Fusion anymore. Okay, quit howling at me. Let's get some lights on. Auto lights. Howler audio on. Oh yeah, because I want to hear a O'Reilly Auto Parts ad.
You miss your old truck. Are you looking for a new truck to explore the beautiful Arizona?
Yes and no. Rarely a day I don't miss my old 68 Chevy truck, but I want nothing to do with a new truck. Fuck a new truck. They all suck. Frankie Valli, sing to me. It's a pretty comfortable car. Nobody ever talks about Ford Fusions. I've never heard anything bad about them. I've never heard anything good about them. I just never hear about them. Alright, the van is sitting in a really weird location. Just waiting for the rest of his drivers to come up. Okay. Got it. I knew the van sitting where it was sitting was a good reason for me to, like, slow my roll. Now there was an up-down driver. Just came shooting out of the up-down area pretty quick. Glad I slowed down.
The greatest hits of all time.
Oh yes, Because dead is dumb.
Winding your way down from Baker Street, lighting your head and dead on your feet. Well, another
Nothing like the intro of that song to have Dave Ramsey's voice carrying on and talking shit in the back of my head. That's a voice I didn't need in my head that just got turned on. He does not approve of my current level of credit card debt. I think that was Chris I just passed. Not sure. Ooh. Wow. There was quite a bit of space the last time I rolled through dollar returns, and okay, good, they didn't block me in. Sometimes they block where I come in from the maintenance side to where I can't come in and turn around. The first line's completely full. Second line I got space, and there's Anthony. Wow, that happened. So a new guy processing returns. I'm sure my dream girl with the braided extensions and the freckles is still here. I'm sure she's still working. But there's a new guy. When I said it was Anthony, he's got roughly Anthony's build, and he's wearing a yellow safety vest. I honestly think all the Hertz people should be wearing safety vests as well. I think everybody in this that's working where there's cars moving around up here should be wearing safety vests. But I know for returns it's not a requirement. Although I would say roughly 2/3 of the people that do returns do wear a safety vest. The cute gal with the freckles doesn't, but you know, the older black woman that's up here, whose name I can't ever seem to remember anymore. I really like her too. I'm forgetting her name. She always has a yellow safety vest on, and this new guy has got one on too. So that's a good practice for a new guy. He was asking me questions on stuff. I'm like, it's like I don't do returns. I said, doesn't it? I had an interesting discussion with him about how the returns are, and so I learned a little bit from that. That it doesn't always say f-stop on the screen. Sometimes they just go by what's on the dashboard. So yeah, as far as I can tell, you're doing it right. I don't know. I guess I just lately have this look of like the guy that knows what he's doing, because I had so many people coming up to me at HelloFresh Factor over the weekend asking me about stuff. Sometimes I'm just like, you're asking the wrong person. I said it as blunt as that. I'm like, you are asking the wrong person. And then other times, I knew what was up. I told them. Just had a pedestrian dart right out in front of me, and I was ready for that. That's why I don't go very fast when I drive through the lanes between the stalls. I mean, I don't drive very fast on the road either, but I definitely go slower when I'm using a lane versus using the road. And I guess I probably could have used the road, but it seems like they're piling cars back in it again. And the flip ramp. I keep forgetting to check the flip ramp. What's the flip ramp look like? As expected, it is absolutely packed. Yeah, there's not room for a single vehicle in the flip ramp. Good thing I'm not doing it. If somebody asked me why I'm not going through the Hertz returns, that's probably the best reason I got right there. Nowhere for me to park a car at the flip ramp. It's all I can do right now to keep up with dollar. And trying to keep up with dollar is all I can do to make sure I'm bringing enough f-stop vehicles to the maintenance crew. This dashboard says the time is 19:29. That's not a time, that's a year. I don't know if I really finished the story about the lady who was in the rideshare vehicle that looked like somebody who left a dollar return in the wrong place. I still didn't really know how to give her directions on how to get where she needed to go, but I figured the least I could do is help her get the hell out of here. So yeah, I just got in with her and rode over to, guided her through. I mean, customers aren't supposed to go through that space unless they've got the signs, unless they close dollar checkout, and then they'll have the signs telling dollar customers go through there. But yeah, I got her right up to the line for Hertz checkouts. And I'm out of orange hats. I guess I should have known that. And then I did give the guy who's doing the checkouts a heads up that yeah, she's a lost rideshare driver. He's like, well, I got to check the vehicle. I'm like, of course you do, man. Do your job. Last thing I'm trying to do is facilitate somebody stealing a car out of here through the checkout. But I'm 100% I saw how she came in, and I heard her customer on the phone with her. So I know beyond any shadow of a doubt she's a lost rideshare driver, not somebody trying to steal a car. Hopefully she got out without any issue. And but also hopefully dude doing the checkouts still had her open the door and looked to make sure there was no Hertz barcode.